This is Anime Export, and today we're going to be discussing Dragon Ball Super, what we think and how we think they will change the Battle of Gods saga, apart from the movie, and the Fukatsu no F saga, or Resurrection of F saga, apart from the movie, and what we think will come in Dragon Ball Super for the Universe 6 saga concerning Champa, the female Whis, and Beerus, including male Whis. So, first of all, to start off, what do you think we should talk about? Like, what do you think is a major change so far?
Well, first of all, One Piece Nation here.
What do you think will be a major change to the fight between Goku and Beerus?
I definitely feel Beerus will probably maybe use a little bit more of his power. Maybe aim to destroy the Earth a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Like, instead of it just being for fun, I feel it may be both this time.
You feel it may, be, instead of just for fun, it may be aggressively fighting?
No, he may be like, oh, I'm enjoying this, but I'm gonna have to make, after I kill this guy, I'm gonna destroy the Earth regardless. Like, Goku wants to impress Beerus even more this time.
Oh, you think that Beerus' expectations...
No, I think because Beerus is being portrayed to be a lot more aggressive and a little bit more evil, I feel it would take more than what we had in Battle of God to make him change his mind, is what I'm saying.
Do you think that Goku will be portrayed as more aggressive or more selfish?
I think a little bit. Like, I think, he'll definitely he may even ask Beerus, like, come on, show me 100%. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, he'll be cocky. I definitely see him being like, Beerus, Lord Beerus, please use all your power in this fight.
Do you think that in the fight, do you think that it will hover over to land?
Yeah, I definitely think they're gonna go over to land, into the sky. It'll be probably all over the place, just like in Battle of God.
Do you think do you think the destruction of the ship will come into play, and how will it come into play? Do you think it'll be something like the ship cracking in half and, slowly sinking?
I think it'll be the same thing. I think something will happen, kind of like the same scene, but on a ship. Like when Goku first go God, he charged it at Beerus, and Beerus caught his punch.
You think that when the fight first kicks off...
That's first attack, when Goku punches Beerus and Beerus grabs it and the giant crater appears in Battle of God. The same thing will happen, but because they're on a ship, the whole ship will, it will be more power, and the whole ship will be damaged by it, is what I feel.
Do you feel like instead of a crater, instead of the shockwave causing the crater, you think that the shockwave will cause parts of the ship to fall off?
Yeah, because I believe the ship isn't durable enough to withstand the power of Beerus and Goku, obviously.
Okay, so, that explains how we think the start of the fight will play out. Do you think that they might add or keep the music that they had in the movie into this fight?
I don't know. I really don't know what Toei plans on doing with that. Knowing Toei when it comes to them and money, probably. They probably don't want to spend the money on getting new soundtracks.
So you think that they might just keep the same song?
You mean the Hero song by Flow? Definitely.
Yeah, okay.
Depending on what kind of deal they had with Flow, of course. But who knows? Maybe they're only allowed to use it in Battle of God for all we know.
Do you think that they will definitely have a scene where Goku has his moment, like in the movie where he went Super Saiyan and sort of gets a couple punches on Beerus in the face?
Probably, yeah. I feel like they may try to foreshadow Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. Maybe he'll have a blue light for a second when he starts punching him.
Do you think that they will try to foreshadow it?
Yeah, I think it won't be. It will be barely anything. It'll just be for a split second. You'll see a flash of blue, and then Goku will be in his normal Super Saiyan 4 punching Beerus.
So, do you think that Fukatsu no F or Resurrection of F? Do you think that will actually be a thing, or do you think that they'll skip over the fight with Frieza? Do you think that they won't actually make the fight with Frieza a canon thing in this show? You think they'll just
I don't know. I have a feeling. From my understanding, didn't Toriyama come out and say there would be a Battle of God arc, Resurrection F arc, and Universe 6?
Yeah, that is true, but I mean, like, in terms of the resurrection of F arc, do you think that it will be like a bigger fight? Like, do you think it'll be something like, oh, not Vegeta, sorry. Do you think it'll be something like, oh, Frieza's a bigger villain? Do you think
I don't think that.
in the resurrection of F arc, or do you think that they'll make him seem like a smaller villain than he was in the movie?
I don't know. In my personal opinion, he'll probably be the same level of villain, because the whole point of Resurrection of F was to show character development for Goku. Show
Okay.
more into his character, show him being like, damn it, it's my fault if I had not been so cocky. So if I had not been so, laid back about it and just killed Frieza right in the beginning, the Earth would still be here. You know what I mean?
Right. So you think that Goku will regret not killing Frieza like more?
Yeah, I think it'll be the same. He'll realize there are times when you just need to end it.
Do you think that will be Goku's resolution, or do you think he'll continue to be cocky?
You mean after that, like forward in the series?
Like, yes. Do you think that after that?
I think it depends on who it is, really.
Yeah, but do you?
I think if he's fighting somebody like Frieza, I think maybe he'll take it a little bit more seriously. Like, it won't portray him like that. Is what I'm saying.
Okay, so do you think that
it will still be there, obviously, because of plot. Like, the villain Goku has to let the villain go 100%.
Okay.
Because of basic storytelling, you know what I mean?
In my personal opinion, I think that in a way they'll try to incorporate Goku's cockiness, but not to an extent that it used to be. I think they'll put it like Goku fights more seriously when the person's stronger than him, but if he has a weaker opponent, I think Goku will still maintain that cockiness that he's always had in fights.
I think the problem with it though is that like Goku, look at what happened with Frieza. The opponent was weaker, but still, look at what happened.
Right.
So that would kind of be like a weird way to develop Goku's character. Then you'd be developing him, kind of like halfway development. You know what I mean? Like you'd be developing halfway, but you'd be making him. He wouldn't have hit what he's supposed to realize is that even though this guy is a lot weaker than him, he's still incredibly powerful.
Right.
Like, I think it all depends. I think if he's fighting like somebody that's out to destroy the Earth, I think he'll take it a lot more seriously. And the villain will just get to their full power because of plot.
Right.
Instead of Goku letting them, it'll be like maybe there's like another opponent that's strong enough to hold Goku off while the guy powers up. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like there'll be something in the plot keeping Goku from killing him before he can get to that level where he can fight on par with him. Right. But then I also feel that if he's fighting with like Vegeta, I think he'll still maintain the cockiness.
Right.
Because it's his friend. He had no reason to be serious.
So you think if he ever has another fight with Vegeta, you think that he'll keep the cockiness?
I think so, depending on if it's like a Majin Vegeta kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like if Vegeta's like out to like kill him, I think that'd be different, but I don't ever see that happening anymore. But so what did you think of oh god, what did you think of what will happen in let's move on, right? So what do you think will happen in Universe 6?
Universe 6?
Yeah.
Personally, in Universe 6, I think that they'll try to incorporate more, like Akira said, I think they'll try to incorporate more enemies at once, but like not as powerful. I think, as you were saying, they will have like weaker enemies that are near Goku's power, and then they'll have like enemies that are stronger than Goku.
Yeah, like the enemies that are just like the small little roadblocks that you need to get past to get to the big endgame, pretty much.
Right.
Yeah. I have high expectations for Universe 6. I am hoping that we get to see something like, hopefully, like, maybe some of the other Z fighters that used to be weak get to get to being youthful again.
Yeah.
You know, like characters such as Krillin, Tien.
Yeah, I understand. So you think that will play a big part?
Yeah.
So now let's go on to. Do you think the villains? First of all, do you think Goku or Vegeta will learn any new attacks? And do you think the villains will be? How big of a threat do you think the villains will be? Like what kind of level?
Well, I think it's really all. Everything stems off of Champa, in my opinion.
Everything what?
It all stems off of Champa and what he does now. Like, is Champa the god of the universe next?
Right.
Like,
Okay, so
what is he going to do with the Dragon Ball? Because let's all be honest, the freaking Kai's are doing crap.
So you think that there's I've had a conversation with you like this before off of recording.
Yeah.
I think I recall you saying something about Super Dragon Balls being spread throughout the entire universe.
Yeah. Now, I know many people won't like this because, you know, GT.
Yeah, it seems like a GT kind of.
No, but I don't mean, like, Galaxy. I mean, like, universe. Like, I mean, maybe with these Dragon Balls, there's 9 of them. And so 9 out of the 12 universes would each have their own one of each of the 9 Dragon Balls.
Each of the Super Dragon Balls.
Yeah.
Well, the Namekian Dragon Balls are huge already. We can tell this by when Krillin carries one of the Dragon Balls in the Saiyan Saga.
Even though that's not the best example.
Yeah,
Krillin,
Ball,
you know.
like half of Krillin's size.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand that like Krillin's small, but still, a Dragon Ball being half of Krillin's size is like a big difference considering Krillin was able to carry one of the Earth Dragon Balls in his hand, like it was like a piece of cake.
Oh yeah, true.
Right. So, do you think like these Super Dragon Balls will be something that they actually have to carry in like a ship or something?
Oh, what you mean? They're so big?
Like, yeah. Do you think like?
Well, that depends on who finds it, really. Like, if Champa finds it, I think he can just take. If he's really a god, he can probably take your pinky and lift the thing up.
No, that's not what I mean. I'm not talking about weight or anything. I'm talking about like the size of these Dragon Balls. Do you think it would be hard for them to actually carry these things around?
Oh, just because of the sheer size of them, like what you're asking.
Yeah, I'm asking, do you think it'd be hard for them to carry multiple Super Dragon Balls around at like the same time? Like, do you think it'd be too...
No, because Champa probably may have a problem, but not with these fighters, because I would not be surprised, let's all be honest, Bulma could find a way to put them into a capsule.
Right, okay, yeah, okay.
I don't think size is really a problem, in my personal opinion.
Okay. Well, how do you think that the Super Dragon Balls will be incorporated as if to terms with, like, wishes? Because we already know the Namekian Dragon Balls hardly have any limits at all, considering the fact
Yeah, the Namekian Dragon Ball, I think the Super Dragon Balls may be Dragon Balls that aren't limited by the power of the creator.
Right. So
but maybe the downside, the drawback is they can only be used once every 2 billion years or something.
Right. Okay.
So like you get like you could get like 1, 2, or 3 wishes, but they can't be used again. You know what I mean?
I think
like you know like but that wish that you could even wish like you could wish I wish to the power. I wish to be 100 times. Like Krillin could wish to be a Super Saiyan God, and the dragon can do it. You know what I mean? Like the dragon can essentially grant literally any wish.
Okay, so in my opinion, my theory is sort of similar to yours. I think that the Super Dragon Balls might be something like it grants 5 wishes of any kind, and like you said, it has no limits.
Yeah, because the Earth, even though the Namekian Dragon Balls have no limit, they're still limited by the power of the creator.
Right, I think
just like how, because you remember in the Saiyan Saga, when they asked Shenron, can you just kill the Saiyan for us? He was like, the Saiyans are stronger than Kami, therefore I cannot kill them, because their power exceeds that of my creator.
Right, so what I was thinking was maybe the Super Dragon Balls will have, like, a wish that exceeds, like, dimensional barriers, or, like, universal barriers.
So you could whip back everybody that died in like, all the universes.
Yeah, or, like, I'm assuming that the wish that the dragon grants from the Super Dragon Balls is, like, obsessively, like, enormous in power. Like, he could make anyone stronger than like anything in any of the 12 dimensions.
How I think it's going to work, honestly, I think one thing they definitely would add in though is that like a couple of rules though, like you can't kill anybody with the Super Dragon Ball.
Well,
like there's no limitation on what they can do besides like 3 wishes that they cannot grant.
Well, here's the thing. I think the Super
because
Dragon
no, if you could kill people with a Dragon Ball, with a Super Dragon Ball, then it would just be like a race to see who gets them first. Because whoever gets them first would be the victor.
Well, no. Here's the thing. Do you think that there is going to be a plot involving that fact? Like, do you think the Super Dragon Ball...
Oh, I see what you're saying now. Like a plot, like whoever gets the Super Dragon Ball first, it guaranteed victory.
Not that. Like, do you think that there will be a point in time where maybe Champa or somebody gets the Super Dragon Balls before everyone else, and this is maybe a bad guy or their intention is evil, and they end up using one of the wishes to kill Goku and Vegeta or something similar to that? Do you think that would ever be a plot in Dragon Ball?
I think it could, but then where would that go is the problem.
Exactly. They would both be dead, but how do you think this would happen? Maybe, like, do you think that it would use a plot like maybe they'd wish away other worlds? So if you die, you're good. You're dead for good.
That I could see happening. That is actually really, I actually really like that. Like Champa, maybe I actually no. Do you remember Champa? The Kai in chapter 3 seemed a little afraid of Champa.
Right. So do you?
No, like, but not like they were with Beerus. They seemed more like they seemed more concerned over Champa. So maybe he has a problem with the Kai. Maybe he doesn't like the Kai.
Do you think?
And he's going to use the Dragon Ball to destroy Otherworld, therefore killing all the Kai.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Do you think that they're just gonna wish away Otherworld?
I think that's a possibility.
You think that they could do that?
I think the Super Dragon Balls may, because they're called the Super Dragon Balls, I mean.
Yeah, I know that, but do you think that might be a plot? Like, do you think that...
Oh, a plot? Maybe, yeah. It's not too advanced. It seems like something Toriyama would do.
Do you think that Champa might be, like, creating a death match? Like, he wishes away Otherworld and says, now if you die, there is really no coming back.
Yeah, I agree with that. And, like, that would make it... I think that'd be great, actually, because then that would make it so the Dragon Ball couldn't have been used as a get-out-of-death-free card.
Right, so you
because it would pretty much put you in the same situation that Vegeta was in during the fight with Buu. If you die while you're dead, you're gone.
Right. So you think that could be used as plot, and that somebody might die and not come back?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. Like, Toriyama, knowing him, would probably find some BS way to bring them back.
Do you think that a Kai giving someone their lifespan, just like Elder Kai gave Goku his lifespan, do you think that could be a possible way to bring someone back if Otherworld was?
Well, that's the thing, though. What would happen to the Kai if Otherworld were gone? They live in Otherworld. Would they do? Wouldn't all the dead people in Otherworld just die because there'd be nowhere to go?
Right, they would just disappear. But
so the Kai wouldn't be a thing anymore.
Well, no, the Kais are still alive. Remember, the Kais can die. They can have halos.
No, but that's the thing. If they die, they would die when Otherworld disappeared.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Because the place that their home is Otherworld. But if that whole dimension is gone, they wouldn't be able to exist anymore. And since they're dead,
they wished away Otherworld, then there would be no more Kais, which means there would be no gods to create planets. Which means if the god of destruction continued to destroy planets...
it would be bad.
It would be bad. Okay.
Because there would be no... Yeah, you see where I'm going with this?
Yes, I see exactly where you're going with it. So you're saying that this plot device could be used more than just a get-out-of-jail-free card being taken away. You think that...
Yeah.
It could be something like the Kais never being able to create planets ever again, meaning that it would be a very big danger to the entire... like, all 7... Like, well, all 12 years.
Actually, no, because that depends on how it is explained. Because in Chapter 3, Champa made it sound, he said use Supreme Kai, plural, as in more than one.
Mm-hmm.
As in, it sounds like he's saying each universe has their own set of Kai.
Okay.
So it sounds like from what he was saying, the way I interpreted it at least, is that each universe has its own otherworld as well. So otherworld wouldn't be completely gone, but but the Kai of universe setting would be gone.
No, but like I was saying.
Wait, what universe are they? Universe 7 or 12?
They're in universe 7.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But like I was saying, the Super Dragon Balls might not have dimensional or universal barriers.
Yeah.
Which means, do you think that making a wish about one universe could affect all?
Well, I've been thinking, wouldn't you need to wish? It depends on how it was worded, because with the Dragon Balls, they're the same as a genie. And you word the wish one way, you can word it different ways to make it work.
Right.
Like they probably could have brought Goku back after the Cell game, because they could have just said, I want to go to Namek, and then use those Dragon Balls to bring Goku back.
Right.
But the thing is, what did they need to say? They would need to specifically say, I wish for all the other worlds for it to disappear.
Well, no, that's the thing, but that's what I'm saying. They're the Super Dragon Balls. Do you think...
If worded correctly, yeah, I guess that would work, yeah.
Yeah, do you think that if they... do you think since they're the Super Dragon Balls, they don't need to word it in a certain way, no matter what they wish for? Since it's the Super Dragon Balls, it's basically like all the dimensions...
I mean, as long as you word it in a way that the dragon can understand, yeah.
No, but I'm saying, since they're the Super Dragon Balls, if they are spread out through all the universes...
Oh, I see what you're saying, yeah. But the only plot hole with what you're saying is there's only 9 of them, and there's 12 universes.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm saying, do you think the Super Dragon Balls is something that affects all universes since it spreads out through all the universes? If you're correct on what you're saying.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
So one wish would make an effect to all universes.
But this actually, I just had a thought of something really interesting.
Yes.
So as we think with Beerus, not all just because you're the god of destruction doesn't mean you're evil, right?
Exactly.
You can be a good person and be the god of destruction. We can both agree on that?
Yeah.
So, what if, what if the other gods of destruction were like, Champa, we're like, you've made a mistake. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because they understand the balance.
Right.
Because, Beerus seems to understand he can't just stop destroying planets.
Yeah.
Just like the Kais had to, after he destroyed the planet, they need to correct that and create one in its place.
Yeah, because it's a balance that they maintain.
Yeah, so I guess it would all depend on the god of destruction personality and morals. If the god of destruction understood that balance and respected it, they may end up siding with the Z Fighters, and then there could be gods of destruction that agreed with Champa that they're just destroying stuff, and it's just okay. I like that there's no Kai.
So, one question I'd like to ask you,
what?
Because I'm really interested in this. In my opinion, I think that Toriyama might be doing something with the universes. There's certain way when you're writing a manga or an anime, usually you can. When you have multiple universes in it, you can make it a certain way. There's multiple versions of your characters in each universe.
Oh yeah, I was thinking about that. Multiverse.
Yeah, multiverse. Different versions of each character in every universe. Each universe has a different outcome of what happens. Yeah. And they're just all split apart.
I don't think he's gonna do that.
Do you think Toriyama's not gonna do that, and he's gonna do something like each universe has different people?
Yeah, because I feel like he already knew the multiverse with the time travel.
Yeah, but
I feel like it would kind of be too that would be kind of be too repetitive, I guess.
So how do you think he's gonna do the multi-universe thing? Do you think different characters?
I'm hoping maybe for different characters, but they're similar to the other characters.
So you're saying you're hoping that there's another group of Z Warriors, but they're not similar. They're not.
Yeah, in another universe, the Z Warrior could be Frieza, Cell, Boo.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Do you think hoping that there will be another universe where there's the Z Warriors still, but they're not made of the same people or same personality at all?
Yeah, but I'm just saying I don't want it to be like multiverse with like different outcomes and stuff. Like I don't want one universe to be one where the Z Warrior didn't beat Cell. You know what I mean?
Ah, okay, I see what you're saying.
Like I don't Dragon Ball Multiverse. I don't want it to be like that when there's like all these different outcomes.
Okay.
And all these like like I would rather if what they did was some universe had completely new characters, and some of them were just like were like opposite. Like there was a universe that was the exact opposite. So like this way Toriyama could give the fans what they've always wanted, evil Goku. Because in this universe, instead of Beerus being the god of destruction, Beerus could be maybe, the guy that grew up and protected Earth, and Goku would be the god of destruction.
Okay, so do you think that Akira will try to make something of that? Like, do you think Akira...
Yeah. I feel like that would give him room, because if he did it like that, he could pretty much make it so there was no rules. Every universe was in some way different than the other. You know what I mean?
Oh, well, no, I mean, like, do you think that Akira's gonna do something like a lot of only a quarter of the fan base wants to happen, and then most of it doesn't want to happen? Do you think he will do something like an evil Goku? A lot of people want that, but don't at the same time.
I feel like what I'm suggesting is in another universe there's an evil version of Goku. This way it's not really Goku. Get it? Goku is still good. It's still the good Goku that we love. It just don't be that same level of power that he currently has. And that same drive to get stronger and everything, he just uses it for evil.
Yeah, and I understand that, but I'm saying, do you think that the fan base will approve of an evil Goku?
I think they would, as long as it's not Goku turning evil.
Yeah, but...
Because it's not... we would still get to see the good Goku. It wouldn't be our Goku, pretty much.
Well, before Fukatsu no F's storyline or anything was really released, even before the villain was released...
Yeah.
As it was said, there was a rumor going around because somebody released fake information about
about evil Goku. I remember that.
About a Goku versus evil Goku, and the fan base sort of reacted negatively and positively at the same time, but mostly negatively from what I saw. So, do you think that they would still hate an evil Goku even if it wasn't Goku changing?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like it would really, if one of those things, it would be like Toriyama taking a risk. And it would depend on how Toriyama wrote it, in my opinion.
Right.
Like, if Toriyama made it really good stuff, people like it. Like, the other day I was on a One Piece forum looking back, people were not happy when McCrew was separated. But then when Luffy entered the war, it was just the quality of the war, the best. It was so good. Fans were just like, the hell with it. I don't care if McCrew's together or not. They did too good. I don't care.
Right.
As long as I'm entertained and I love what I'm getting, who cares? A good quality story. You know what I mean?
Right.
So as long as Toriyama kept the quality really good, it would be one thing. If it was an evil Goku with like a shitty plot,
you think that the fans would hate it?
Yeah, because people may not like it, or if evil Goku wasn't a good character. You know what I mean?
So you think that
an evil Goku would pretty much just like an asshole version of Goku. People wouldn't like that. What I would expect an evil Goku to be like would just be the same as that character, but instead of same amount of power and everything, but instead of using the power for good, he would use it for evil.
So how do you think that the story will interact? Well, now that we're done with that, how do you think that? This is basically our last subject. I think we're going to talk about. How do you think? Sorry about that. I think this is the last subject we're going to talk about. How do you think it will be in terms of like transformations? Do you think there will be more transformations?
Okay, I'm gonna say this. Unfortunately, I had ever since I heard that name, that god awful name, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. I've had this idea in the back of my head. I hate the idea with a Paskin, but I can totally see him doing it. I can say like Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, but you take it and apply it to Super Saiyan 2.
Or Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan 3, because a lot of people are saying that they think that will happen.
Yeah, but you think of that, when the way Toriyama said it, according to the translation, at least, done by Daidensu, right?
Yeah, no, it's by Kaizenshuu.
Kaidensu, sorry. But whatever, but the point is that when they translated it, they said Toriyama, from what I understood, said Goku will no longer be going Super Saiyan 2 or 3.
Right.
Toriyama, but that was before the movie Fukasu no F. That was also the way he said it was Super Saiyan 2 and 3. He never said Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan 2 or 3.
Right.
Because Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan is still it's not Super Saiyan. It's a different form.
Right, but do you think there will be something besides that? Do you think the transformations will be more unique from now on? And also, do you think the manga artist who's drawing the Dragon Ball Super manga, since he's an AF story writer, do you think he will have an influence on what the transformation looks like on Toriyama? Do you think he will try to...
I honestly, I'm gonna be honest, I hope he does.
You think that the AF story writer has...
I'm hoping he may try to suggest the Toriyama to do something besides hair color changing. Let's all be honest. Dude, let me say this. I've been seeing anime reviewers and other people. I'm not gonna say any names because I don't want them, because these are, they're good people, and I don't want them to get bashed.
Right.
But I've seen people that were like, I saw a guy on YouTube, and most people probably know who I'm talking about. He put on like a blue jacket on his head, and he was like, I'm the Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. He put a red jacket on his head, and he was like, now I'm a Super Saiyan God. He put a green one on, I'm a Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan 3.
Right.
Like, it gets to the point when it just looks ridiculous. It's like all Toriyama's doing is changing the hair color.
Right, but
it's not. You cannot call that creative.
Right.
A kindergartner could have come up. Dude, that could have become. That Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan transformation. A kindergartner could have looked at the Super Saiyan transformation and said, I would like it blue. And Toriyama could have been like, great idea, kid. Great idea.
But that's the thing. Remember, Toriyama has said in the past that his reasoning for these transformations being so thick is because he likes it to be easy to understand. So all ages can understand.
No, I know that, but I just mean like I'm assuming if the AF artist had an influence, that may get him to do something that looks similar to Super Saiyan, like the original Super Saiyan God design. Oh,
the golden one, like what the
honestly what would you prefer, the current one or that?
I would be fine with either. I don't really.
And that one. No, I meant the golden one to be like Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan 2 or 3. That's what that would look like.
I would be okay with that, but here's the thing. Do you think that since this AF artist, since he's a part of the manga, drawing the manga, do you think if he does have an influence on Toriyama for the storyboard or even the transformations, if he does have an influence on how the transformations are made, on what Toriyama draws, transformations, do you think he will go with an AF sort of style and try to make it like overly obsessive with how similar they all look to Super Saiyan 4?
No, I do not think that.
Do you think he'll try to do that?
No, I don't think Toriyama would allow that, honestly.
Okay, so you don't think Toriyama would allow him to just...
Because Toriyama I understand it needs to be simple, but like I'm just saying, I will be really disappointed if Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan 3. If he does that in general, I'll be disappointed. But if he does that, and get Goku just long blue hair and take the right eyebrow, I'm just gonna be like, Toriyama, what the actual hell?
Okay, so what if...
this is literally just blue Super Saiyan 3.
So what if he gives Goku like a Super Saiyan 4 kind of look, but like with long hair, just like that golden form, but the hair's blue, he grows his tail back, and maybe his hairstyle looks a little different.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I mean, wasn't that Toriyama's original design, from my understanding?
The golden one, it was not his original design. It was his editor's original design. But from what I understand, his editor pitched it at him, and then Toriyama shot it down because it's too complex.
Got it. But dude, you have to remember, dude, from my understanding, part of that was because Toriyama didn't want to put in the work of animating it.
No, part of it wasn't because he didn't want to put into the work. It was because Toriyama really believes that if you make something too complex, it won't be available to people all ages. Because he's even said before, his Dragon Ball manga originally showed up. It wasn't first in Shonen Jump. It wasn't in Shonen Jump to begin with. I think he said something about it being in a kids magazine. Actually, Dragon Ball actually started from a kids magazine.
Yeah, and then I think Shonen Jump was like, "Hey, dude, this is good. You want to come? You want to come? You want to publish it with us?" And he's like, "Shonen Jump, of course."
Yeah, because Dragon Ball.
Because there's Shonen Jump.
Oh, yeah, Dragon Ball didn't seem like a kid's show, even though it was in a kids magazine.
Yeah. And it's Dragon Ball Z. It's really for kids. That's a whole different subject.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z was not for kids, but Dragon Ball originated from
yeah, but when you also need to remember this is Japan. They're quickly reminding everybody that.
Yeah.
So in our eye, what we would say a 3-year-old should never see.
They say, "Oh, the hell with it."
Yeah, in Japan they're like that. So boobs. His mom had boobs. He knows what boobs are. He can see them. Who cares?
Right.
What? We could have all of our women cut off their boobs, so they can't. Just so children don't need to see them. Because that's totally gonna contaminate their brain. It's like Japan understands that.
Right. So, do you think we should finish up the conversation with this, or would you like to talk about something else? Do you have another subject?
The last thing I want to talk about is I think we should quickly just. What do you think of how many episodes do you think Dragon Ball Super will have? And how long do you think it's going to take to get to Universe 6?
The time I think it would take to get to Universe 6, from what...
or just get to something new in general.
Yeah, the pace I see it's going at is it might take a month or two, but give it a little bit of time and it will get to Universe 6. But once it gets to Universe 6, I expect a lot of new things and a lot from Dragon Ball Super. I can understand their mistakes in these new, in the recaps, because obviously it's a recap. Who cares? In their minds, it's probably just oh, it's a recap. They can just watch the movie if they really want to see it in good quality.
Yeah.
Once they get to Universe 6, I'm going to expect a lot from them, and if they don't...
Yeah, once they get to Universe 6, they're not going to have an excuse for... If I see one fight scene like Episode 5, there's not going to be any excuse for that.
Right, exactly.
That's just going to be them being like, oh, we don't feel like putting in the money.
Right. Once they do get to Universe 6, I expect Dragon Ball Super to at least go up to 100 episodes, if not 100, maybe 150. I don't think it will be as long as Dragon Ball Z, because Dragon Ball Z was something that was dragged out because fans requested more. This is Toriyama's last-ditch effort. He's just this is the last thing I'm giving you guys. I'm 60 years old. I can't do anymore.
I also feel personally, and this is Toei's animation way of compensating, of I feel like if you look at the time placement of all of this, it's a little too good. Bleach doesn't have an anime anymore, and the manga's ending soon.
Right.
We don't know if the anime coming back. The Naruto manga's over, so within the next year the anime will be over. And if they have One Piece and Dragon Ball Super airing when there's no Naruto, when the Naruto canon part of the anime is over, they will dominate everything. They'll dominate the market.
Right, they will.
I feel like that was part of that. They may have planned that. They may be kind of trying to stall a little bit.
So that
to get to Universe 6. I really just realized this, because if they stall and wait until Naruto is over, the anime,
they will get so
even if Naruto does a continuation in anime form, nothing will be. It's just like with GT. It won't feel the same because it won't be written by Kishimoto. So with Naruto and Bleach out of the way, One Piece and Dragon Ball Z would dominate.
Right.
They would probably end up making a shitload of money because they would dominate the market.
Right. So do you think that if that happens, do you think they'll put more effort into Dragon Ball Super?
Yeah, probably.
Mhm.
Probably. I feel like right now, I apologize. But I feel like what they're doing is they're trying to make it last long enough that they can go into, that they can go into Universe Nick when Naruto ends and use that to dominate.
Right.
If you ask me.
Is this the last thing you want to talk about today, or
Yes, that really is it. So, this is One Piece Nation. I hope you enjoyed. Have a nice day. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. And please check out Anime Exports' channel. I will leave a link in the description box down below.
I think that's it.